So Craig, National Coaches Forum 2020 wrapped up. We kicked off the final day with a really important conversation with Mimi Smith and Imani Ruffin on mental health concerns and considerations for Black athletes. What are you taking home from their presentation?
Yeah, really important conversation to have. I think it was really great to hear from them and for them to share their stories and to give us some perspective from their backgrounds. And I think, as I said, it's important that we continue to have these conversations and work. We're hoping to work and continue to work with them, in particular on diversity, equity and inclusion planning and programs throughout USA Field Hockey. So yeah, looking forward to continue the conversation with them.
Yeah, so much to digest from their presentation, really, and some areas that I had awareness of, and some that I was not aware of, and so yeah, time to ponder it. But both spoke really powerfully about their own experiences, and it was a real highlight for me of the Coaches Forum.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so our second presenter on this final day, a stalwart of USA Field Hockey, obviously former women's national team player, still heavily involved in our junior high performance pathway. Tracey Fuchs discussing all things zonal defense. What resonated with you from her presentation?
Yeah, I think it's always interesting to listen to coaches talking about, particular defensive structures. And in this case, Tracey was talking about zone, and we heard Katie talking about pressing earlier in the week. I think from Tracey today, there's a huge amount of engagement on the chat, and there's an obviously interest in this topic. And so we've seen it change over the last few years of, man-to-man zone. And so I think Tracey really picked on a salient point and captured the imagination of the coaches. And yeah, simple, informative messages that I think will help a lot of people.
Yeah, there's a couple of points you made that resonated or of interest. The point about the COVID situation we're currently in and the need to have adaptable players so you can move pieces around as needed if players have to go into quarantine and so on. And also comment around lack of multi-sport impacting upon players' ability to maybe understand the zone coming into college. So some interesting stuff there. Okay, so our final presenters of this year's National Coaches Forum, our new women's national team staff, Anthony Farry and Greg Drake, talking about all things critical success factors and long-term planning for the national team. What do you take home from that?
Yeah, I think, the message around this one is an old friend of ours is the fact that, starting with the end in mind and knowing what good looks like and knowing where you want to go and, using the data and the information and, identifying the critical success factors, of course, is the start point. And so, yeah, great to see that. Great to hear that they're giving it some consideration and thought, and they've got a plan to move forward. And yeah, we're just looking forward now to getting them boots on the ground and in front of the team.
Yeah, it's obviously great to see some of the ideas on a team level. Some interesting things about individuals as well, the gold medal profiles and using benchmarks against the world's best, and to help players develop and so on. So yeah, just like you, looking forward to getting them on the ground and getting going.